Hello, Namaste, Sastikal. Good evening. Welcome to the S.S. Chandhok Talk Show. I'm your host and moderator, S.S. Chandhok. Today, on a lovely evening, we have gathered here to speak on a very special topic, that is foreign education and its impact on society. We see that students, they go abroad for education, and we see a lot of good things happening with them and a lot of wrong things happening with them. What is right and what is wrong? What is the way of going? When is the right time to go? And what things have to be taken care of? This is what we are going to talk about today. Without taking any time, I'll introduce you to the very first eminent guest present over here today. First of all, we have Dr. Vinodita Sankyan ma'am. She is the principal of a very prestigious institution in Amritsar, Punjab, that is Shri Ram Ashram Public School. First of all, thank you so much, Vinodita ma'am, for joining us on the busy schedule, because almost all the principals are busy for the news sessions right now. Thank you so much for joining us, ma'am. It's always a pleasure having you on the show.
And thank you, so good to be here.
Pleasure is mine, ma'am. And we will also like to know something about you and your school also, ma'am, today.
Okay. Do I get to speak, or would you introduce the others first and then we can
No,
speak?
no, ma'am. No,
okay.
You can speak, ma'am.
Okay. I am principal of Shri Ram Ashram Public School, and it is my 13th year going. I joined the school in 2010. Prior to that, I was a college professor, and I have taught in DAV College for Boys, Amritsar, for almost around 14 years. So I was into training while I was in college, because that was not taking too much of my time. And I started doing online teaching way back in 2006. And I was into workshops, orientations, and things like that. So in 2010, I had this session with the Chinmay Youth Wing on communication skills. And that is where I got an offer for this school, and it was a totally new arena for me to prove myself. 2010, I joined here. The school was doing reasonably fine, but it was not one of the best schools of the city, you could say. And it has been a very, very old institution. In fact, we are into the 100th year of its inception this year. And we are celebrating the centenary year. Over a period of time, I would now say you can safely count it in one of the top bracket schools of Amritsar. Academically, which is the primary duty of the school, we give excellent results. My child, who was the topper of the school last time, she had 99% marks. So we have a very good quality of result. Like 35 students of my school, they were above 95% grade. And then we overall, the percentage of children above 90, above 85 is, I would say, the best in the city. Then we have the NTSC, we teach children robotics through Lego and all that. We hold university fairs. So there are a couple of things that we do in the school which are first of its kind. And I think in a number of things, we are the only school in Punjab to be doing certain things. Like Lego and robotics, we started way back in 2016. And University Fest, we were doing it in 2018, which will be very relevant here now. And like we have at least 12 to 13 annual functions every year. That means after every 20-25 days, we are presenting one annual function in which it is like any other annual function which any school might have. You have a chief guest, you have a guest of honor, around 200-250 children coming up on the stage, and around 500 parents sitting in the auditorium attending to build up their confidence and things like that. So it gives me a lot of satisfaction when I look back and see the work done by the team in all those 13 years. And I would give credit to the management as well as the teachers and the parents, because we worked as a team and we have been doing very well. Another thing that I would mention here is that Shri Ram Ashram is one of those schools which in the CBSE bracket has one of the minimum fee structures. Even today, we are charging a total monthly fee of around 3,300 to a maximum of 3,600. And this includes the annual fee, maintenance, development, everything. This is per month. So I think that's a very, very reasonable bracket.
Right.
And we have a lot of pressure for admissions. So these days are hectic.
That's wonderful, ma'am, because schools like yours might be closing their admissions very soon. And
We've
people
already
from
closed. We've already
that's
closed.
that's wonderful, ma'am. There are very few schools who close their admissions, and that's just because of the way you have carried on the school from last 13 years. It's a very good time and a big time for 13 years into a one school. Of course, the management might be very good. Thank you so
Yes.
much, and thank you so much, ma'am, and welcome once again. It's always a pleasure to have you on the show, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Next,
Thank you. Good to be here.
uh, next we have the next eminent guest we have over here is Dr. Som Prakash, sir. He is the principal of a very prestigious institution in Malerkotla, that is the Cambridge School. Welcome, Som, sir. It's to the show once again. It's always a pleasure having you on the show. I had been following you on the social media also. You are versatile, having programs and singing and everything. So I become a fan of yourself. Welcome, sir. Thank you so much for joining. And sir, please tell what is going on in the school, where your school is, and what type of activities are going on right now, sir.
Right. First of all, thank you so much, S.S. Chandhok sir, for once again inviting me as a guest on your prestigious show. And this is a pleasure for me to be amongst all these intellectuals today on your show. So, talking about my school, see, my school, this is situated in the village area of Malerkotla district. Uh, School is doing fairly well. You know, last year we produced some excellent results both in academics and sports also. And as far as activities are concerned, I am very well known in my circle to promote children through various hobbies and interactive sessions. So all my children are quite competent in you know coming up on stage and delivering at the time of need, whether it is a speech competition or debate competition, quiz competition, even cultural things, dances and singing and everything. Everything goes on simultaneously with the academics. It was a pleasure for me to have the district topper in CBSE class 10th examination last year with 99%, the highest marks. And in grade 12th also, we had some very good students, brilliant students who not only cracked the IIT exam, also performed well in the board exams. Sports also, I had a contingent of around 180 students last year who participated at the, zonal level, and 101 students were selected for district, and then out of those 45 students were selected for state. One student even got to the national level in football also in the Punjab team. So all in all, last year has been quite eventful, and we're looking forward to repeat and to enhance the show that we gave the last year. So keeping our fingers crossed, everyone is working very hard, whether it is the students or the teachers, even the management, with a very good full-hearted support with the management. We all, my team, has been able to produce such good results. And these days, because of all those events and achievements throughout the year, these days admissions are going on in full swing, and quite everybody is quite happy.
All the best to you, sir, for
Thank
your
you.
further work also. And thank you so much for joining, sir, once again.
Pleasure.
Next we have Dr. Mohit Aneja. He's a principal of another prestigious institution in More, Punjab, that is Sant Fateh Singh Convent School. Talking about Mohit, sir, he is very learned, and I feel, according to us, he's very young also. But the things he's doing in that remote area and the way he is working, he has his own YouTube channel, I think, also. A lot of videos he's been posting on the knowledge which has to be given to the students and to the parents and everyone. Busy beans, if I'm not wrong. So, sir is very
That's
talented.
correct.
Yeah. So let's welcome sir also, and thank you so much, Mohit sir, for joining us the show. It's always a pleasure to call youngsters like you. Now you see, you people are all technology migrant resident. We are technology migrants, and whatever. See, it's a share. It's not about the age. Learning is from each other, And this is also the theme of the show, that we should, interchange the ideas and knowledge. And because when we come into education fraternity, we are never old. As we always say, we are between the age of 3 to 18, and our age will not grow above 18. But stay sharing knowledge is very important, sir. So, Mohit sir, what is going on now in life about the school and about your channel also? What is going on? Please let us know about the latest achievements you are having.
Right, sir. First of all, very good evening to everyone. And it's an honor, always a pleasure for me to join your show. And it's the fourth time that we are interacting on different topic. It's equally an honor for me too. And good evening, everyone. It's if I talk about my school, sir, this school is located in District Bathinda, and it's a rural area, so our challenges are quite different. But despite of all challenges, every day bringing new experiences keeps us on toes. And undoubtedly, in this 1 year, we have also done so many different events, be it calling some national TV shows, hosts here, and giving platforms to the students to bring out their talent out and show it to the national platforms. Along with that, as everyone has discussed about the achievements in sports, if I particularly talk about my school, we got at zonal level, we got more than 280 medals, and out of which are more than 30 students, they reached to state level, and out of all, two of the students reached to national in fencing, one of the different kind of sports in this area. If I talk about the academics, yes, last year's results were amazing. We got like more than 54 students who got more than 90% marks in 12th standard. And if I talk about the highest marks, the one who got is 98% in commerce. She was the topper in the district. And last year's also the state topper, she got in humanities the same marks with the state topper ranks. So definitely these are kind of achievements. If I talk particularly about my school, if I talk about my channel, yes, I also took initiative one in year, I guess in 2017. Started making videos and sharing on a channel. Got so much of love from parents and students. So again, trying those things and helping people in my own way so that at least we all can come on the same platform through our different even mindsets. Yeah.
Once again, welcome and all the best to you, sir.
Thank you.
Next we have Kuljinder Singh, sir. He is a principal of another prestigious institution in Amritsar, that is St. Soldier Convent School. Welcome, Kuljinder sir, for the first time to the show.
Thank
We
you,
can't
sir.
see you, sir. Sir, can you put the camera a little up? Can't see you, sir.
Yes, is it?
Yeah, little fine, sir. Little fine.
Okay.
Thank you
Myself,
so much. And yes, sir. Welcome, sir. Please let us know about yourself, sir.
oh, thank you very much. Give me honor to the as a part of this show and in the panelist. Uh, my school is Saint Soldier Light Convent School. It's in a village side, and it's a remote area and rural area. And it's a new school started from 2017. And I just started my career as a principal just 6 months ago. And this school is very good in sports because zonal athletic meet of Zone Amritsar held in our school. And our school, all the athletes got very good medals in 100 meter, 400 meter, discus throw, each and everything. And also very good score in CBSE cluster. And firstly, our school as a for board exams for class 10th. And now we got affiliation for plus 2 now in 1 month back. And with the help of school, parents, and each and everything, we are doing good for the rural areas and for the students. Our school is very cheap and best, and fees are for per month is from between 1,000 to 1,500, and that's
Right.
it.
That's wonderful, sir. And it's a very different experience when you come up with a startup school. That
Yes.
where you are taking it from class 8, then 9, 10th application, then 11, 12th application. I also had with the principal, founder principal of 2 of the schools. So the struggle what you have at that time is entirely different from a running school. Thank you, sir, and all the best to you for your school, for your achievements. and hope the
That's it.
school grows much more under your leadership, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Next, we have Dr. DJ Singh, sir, who is the expert of today. Sir is the CEO of Crossland, and he's an international career and migration expert. Welcome, sir, once again, and thank you so much for taking out time out of your busy schedules, because I had been seeing on social media you're not into this only, you are into a lot of things. So, sir, please let us know how do you get this power, this time and 24 into 7 working power to do all this, and what are you doing? How it just came into your mind to start up a venture like Crossland to guide the students of different schools? Over to you, sir. Sir, you are on mute. Yeah.
Thank you, sir, and very good evening to all the eminent educationists for Punjab State. Pleasure and delight to meet you in this evening. So my name is Dr. DJ Singh, and I am the founder director of Vidya Jyoti University, which we started in 2003. We are based on the outskirts of Chandigarh. So we started with the first hospitality college in North India. So we were the first hotel management college in 2003, and subsequently we have been growing, and we have been ranked among the top hotel management colleges in the country as well as in the North India. At one given time before COVID, we were the India's biggest standalone hospitality college. Subsequently, we developed our College of Business Studies, and we collaborated with a lot of international bodies, where the students have the pathway programs or they get a credit transfer to international universities. We have College of Business Studies and College of Digital Media, and again we were the first to start animation and graphic, and subsequently now digital media programs, social media PG programs in our institution. We have College of Health Sciences, where we have a lot of vocational programs related to sciences, radiology, OT, medical, clinical research, microbiology, and subsequently. In our organization, we have another academy for defense preparation, where we prepare candidates with graduation and help them to become officers in the defense services, cracking CDS and OTA examination along with SSB grounds. Last 5 years back, I started Crossland. The purpose of this organization was to bring change in the language teaching, particularly since most of the English-speaking countries take students with tests of IELTS and PT. The students need to give this test mandatorily, and the language proficiency required to study in higher education is much higher. But local students or Punjab students or even the rural or semi-rural students face. So language proficiency, to build the language capabilities, we started this organization, and we collaborated with the world's leading company, Pearson and Cambridge, and we brought their digital technology. So we are their partners for teaching English or enhancing English capabilities of the students through digital technology. So we have got the world's first AI-powered English teaching platform through these companies, where we help students to develop their communication skills based on their grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation. And this is a complete digitalized programs which we launched in the region. So side by side, we also felt that most of the students who are doing their language test are also facing a lot of other challenges about getting the right course, college, university, selecting the right program for them. And then there are also certain issues with them for their visa processes. Most of these students are also getting misguided, or the people who are already guiding the students, they do not work that hard and give the right track to the students. So this was the basic motive of starting the Crossland. And now there is another new development which we are bringing first time to the region is we have become the campus of Pearson Business Technical Education Council. So we have become the partner with the Pearson UK International Qualifications. So students can start first year here and then build their basics about higher education, learn about the international education system, get some skills before they land into the foreign shows. So this is another program which we are launching within this year, within a certain week's time. And I hope this will help our students to have a better career abroad.
That's wonderful, sir. This is something new what you're talking about, that the students will learn 1 year over here and the rest of the year they will go into the countries and they will do the remaining course over there, if I'm not wrong. So that's wonderful, sir. We'd like to know more about foreign education and its impact on society from you, but in the later part of the session. Let's come up to the next, the first round of the questions or discussion. So I'll come up to Vinodita ma'am first. Ma'am, we will like to know from you that, according to you, what is the importance of foreign education? And why do students prefer to go to the other countries to study?
See, it is basically for the importance of foreign education and why children are going abroad. From what I have been observing, especially at the school level and earlier at the college level, is that the courses that we have, huge number of children are passing out of postgraduate, undergraduate programs, but the employability skills are missing at our educational institutions. Then there is a huge gap there in what is expected at the industry level and what the children are acquiring in the college level or the university level. Then there is a big issue about the character that we have inbuilt in our children or in us as a community. Sadly speaking, we people in the senior generation are responsible for that. The same person who will be given his 100%, like a same Punjabi will be giving his 100% when he enters Chandigarh. But when he is out of Chandigarh, that is not there. We need a deterrent all the time. That inbuilt character we have not been able to achieve as a society, as a community. We have failed there. So when our children, they go abroad, it's not that they are not working hard in India or they don't know a good life in India. It is that that integrity of character is not there in terms of work ethics. So if we give the same sincerity, if we as a community we work and we give the same ethics in India, I'm sure there'll be a lot more opportunities for people, children here, our youngsters here. 10, 15 years down the line, from what I see, especially in Punjab, we are going to have the emptiness syndrome all over. Children are flying to foreign lands and only the couples will stay behind. And I dread to dream of it that 20, 25 years down the line, people in their 60s or people in their 50s, they are going to eventually end up being lonely and alone, because all children are going abroad, and when they move abroad, they're going to get stuck in a web when they want to come back to the parents, but there is nothing for them here. So because the employability is better there, the opportunities are better there, the pay scales are better there, the working environments, they feel they're better there, because like you see, they honor the time schedules, which we in India, in corporates and in other ways, we do not, for one reason or the other. They pay better in terms of conversion of money. So there are multiple reasons. Then we have huge reason like in the medicine field and in other fields, reservation is in one way or the other hitting the brilliant brains of our society. So multiple reasons. You cannot really put a finger to any one.
So, ma'am, we can say that you are saying that because there are no job opportunities over there after education also. So that is why the students are going abroad.
I would feel there are lesser job opportunities.
Lesser job opportunities are
industry is not coming. Entrepreneurship is not being encouraged or maybe supported the way it should be. That is the reason.
There are the two sides of the coin, ma'am, but also it's also there. When the students are going abroad, they are feeling self-confident and they are learning and they are improving the living standard of their family also. It is not like there that every youngster is going over there. Maybe from the whole family, joint family, one person is going over there. But the thing is, he's trying to improve the condition of the family. You see, when the farmers, when they have, overpopulation of the thing is more people are there to work. and the work is less, then their option is to send them somewhere for the working. So there are many options. There are many students who go and they come back also, and they do the work in multinational companies, because we see that because of this globalization also, so many multinational companies have entered into the country also. The students are taking education over there and coming back also, and they're getting very good opportunities, and hope the government works more for it, because this government is doing a lot of good work for the people, for the generation. So many infrastructure has been improved in these years that was not done in 50 years even. So that we have to see the positive side of everything. And we can also see that Indians are ruling in many countries on a very good positions also. If they would have not gone, they are going. That is why the others are getting inspired also. That we also have to do something for the society also. And they have brought up the name of India very high level. Thank you so much, ma'am. We'll come up to Som Prakash sir now. Sir, we would like to know, according to you, what are the benefits of studying abroad?
All right. See, the most important benefit which strikes me, because see, being a principal, I keep on watching students. Every year, many of my students are also going. This year also, many of them are planning. Most important benefit which strikes me that will benefit the students is that they learn the dignity of labor that they have not learned in India. In Punjab, because I'm dealing in Punjab and especially rural clients, I see 70-80% of the this young generation, they don't value the dignity of labor. They don't want to work here. Even small things they don't want to do. The moment they fly abroad, the moment they get education, the moment they get admission there, and then the financial crunch, funds crunch comes up, they start doing small jobs, 2 hour job, 3 hour job, and maybe it may be any kind of job. They are ready to do this. In India, they are not ready to even pick up their own, utensils and put them in the sink to be washed by their moms. But in abroad, whenever they go, they start doing this because they have to earn money in order to sustain there. In order, because see, life is not that easy, which it seems. Though the quality of life is far more superior than India, the quality of education is also quite good. I would not say ki very, very better. It is good as compared to India. It is good. So most important benefit is this, that they learn the dignity of labor and then they become a real good character for their lifelong. You know, this is the most important virtue that they get benefited from. They learn it. Then another is international exposure. Today's world is highly competitive, very, very competitive, and some of the skills that they are not able to learn in India, when they go abroad, they are able to learn. Especially rural students are very weak in interpersonal skills, communicative skills. Uh, you know, by somehow they manage to crack that IELTS exam, which is 6 band or 6.5 bands, and then they fly abroad. But there they have to converse, there they have to live and mingle with their own, you know, the local societies. So therefore, they learn those interpersonal skills, and these are also good virtues in 21st century skills, I would say, that will help them in sustain in this competitive world. Uh, Going abroad also inculcates a lot of confidence amongst this young generation, because somehow they feel that they are not involved. The context of the Indian society is such that there is not much involvement for them. They go to school, they come home, they are not asked for. So when they go abroad, they feel that they are someone, and now they are going abroad. They have attained some milestone. This is a big achievement. As we see the post, family is feeling proud the child is going abroad. So it gives them extra amount of confidence, and if they have a good degree over there, if they have good qualification, good knowledge over there, even they can come back to India, and that will help them helping their own countrymen. Because I personally feel if you go abroad, one child goes abroad, he will be benefiting his own family only. Later on, like he may call his father, his mother, his brothers, or his sisters there, and they all can get settled down there. So only one family will be benefiting. But if they come back after getting good amount of knowledge, good confidence, good exposure, if they come here and they start a venture in India, they'll be helping a lot more people. particularly their own village, their own relatives, and a far bigger community they'll be able to help. And that is the way we should look at it, and we should promote the children. Okay, you want to go, learn from there,
Right.
earn from there, then come back, give it back to your own motherland and help the others also. Because see, everybody cannot afford to go abroad. So this is my
Right.
this is my aspect.
So the two things we can take out that first of all, they have their self-dependent, self-confidence they get when they go abroad. Because when they are studying in the country, they do not, or in their city only, they do not learn anything. Even if they are far away, 400, 500, 800 kilometers away also, they are able to come back all the time, and the parents can also reach over there. That confidence is when the child is being left alone and does all the things himself or herself. And the second thing is that there should be no brain drain. The children should go for getting that confidence that build up their personality, and they should get back to their country and serve
Yeah.
and give whatever they have learned over there. Then only it will be a better country. So thank you so much, sir. We will come up to Dr. Mohit Aneja now. Mohitji, we like to ask you that when they have to go to foreign countries, there are a lot of challenges. According to you, what are the challenges they have to face when they are going for foreign education or study abroad?
Sir, I guess challenges start from India itself. First of all, uh, taking a decision to go abroad is a kind of a challenge for them. First, preparing family for that, preparing themselves for that. After that, cracking IELTS is a kind of a challenge for the rural area children. Then getting a good score and then arranging funds is again a challenge. Preparing, getting a appropriate person who can actually guide them for a proper visa process is again a challenge. Even if they get visa, they reach there are certain challenges they face there. For example, uh, it's expensive course. If we compare dollars with rupees, definitely they have to work to manage their rest of the studies. They pay some of the amount in advance, and then rest of the amount they have to work parallelly so that they can manage their study. Definitely, adaptability is required in several ways, be it the climatic differences, be it the food availability, Indian food availability. Sometimes children feel homesick. Uh, Sometimes they are feeling lonely. They are not feeling like whether they are able to make new friends in the new environment. So there are certain kind of challenges. Even when children go abroad, the family sets so high level of expectation in terms of reaching to the academic goals that we, like in Hindi they say like हमने तो अपना सब कुछ लगा दिया, अब तुमने सब कुछ करके दिखाना है. The certain kind of pressure they create in the mind. So the children get through different kind of challenges. Even if I talk about making new friends is again a challenge. Like sometimes children they don't get used to going and approaching new people, and they lack in the interpersonal skill. Language is definitely one of the major challenge, because somehow they manage here and they get some basic score whatever is required to reach. But the in actual uh, the scene is different. In actual, the scene is different.
Right.
They actually mug up a few things, keeping the paper in point of view, and they just learn a few things. They get some scores, but in actual, they are not able to communicate in that foreign language. So there are several challenges, sir, according to me.
Right. One more is of currency also. They are used to the rupees and their dollars or euro, whatever it is. That is also a problem. But
Right.
that is for some time only. And after some time, they have to keep patience. And after some time, they get used to all these things. Thank you so much, Mohit sir.
Yeah, even
Uh,
one more thing, sir, I would like to add here. Like the
Ji.
parents or maybe the teachers, they help in packing the bags, buying new things for them. I guess like they need to spend a little extra time with their children before sending children abroad, preparing them for all these kind of challenges, telling them in advance like how they need to tackle such situations, even in the absence of their parents. So that is really
Absolutely.
important. Yeah.
Absolutely
Thank
right,
you.
sir. Thank you so much, sir. We'll come up to Kuljinder sir now. Kuljinder sir, we'd like to know that do you think that studying abroad is safe for the students? Sir, you're on mute, sir. Sir, we can't see you.
Now, sir.
We can see you, but your face is not visible, sir.
Now, is it okay?
Now, yes, sir. Not so. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Education abroad is safe because law and order is very good in the countries like Australia, America, Canada. With because if any crime is done there, then immediately then the cops are captured it. And one thing more, if you're studying abroad, then we learned a number of few good languages, appreciate other cultures, and overcome the new challenges living in the another country, and gain a greater understanding of the world. And one thing more, some number of universities in Sweden and give 100% scholarship. Those are deserving candidates. They are giving a fare, each and living cost, visa cost, each and everything. And few of the universities in UK also give 100% scholarship in bachelor's and master degrees. If students are able and capable, they're having a very good academics.
Right. The most important thing is that the guidance is proper, then only this is possible. That is the
Yes, sir.
that is the most important thing. We'll come up to DJ sir. DJ sir,
Yes.
first of all, if anything you want to ask, I mean, say on the whatever the views the guests have presented over here. So there are a lot of things we have come to know everyday newspaper and in movies or serials. We see that there's a lot of people who are misguiding the poor people. The farmers, they are illiterate and they have first generation learners who are going to go and study, not study only, they're going to study abroad. They are selling their farms, whatever they are doing, and they are giving their hard money to these type of people. Either they are doing fraud, running away with the money, or they are not getting properly. Wherever they are getting more advantage or money, they send the students over there. And when they go over there, they cannot come back even. And the courses what they have been offered over there are entirely different what they wanted to be. So, sir, how are you keeping the system in the mind that the students should get how they get the proper guidance, how they are giving the proper, that sort of consultancy to them, counseling to them. Sometimes they do not know. The peer pressure is that the people that the neighbor's son has gone to this country, or all the people are going to that country. So I have to go to that country only. I have to go into that country only. So how do you guide the students and the parents for this also? So please let us know.
You have raised a very serious question because recently we have seen in the newspaper that many students have been back to they were given the wrong institutions. So, but I also feel that it is not a one-sided game; it is two-sided things. So, student also sometimes knowing the hardships, they try to find the easy way out, and they ask for that we want to pay after visa and all those things. And some parents don't want to take risk. And even if they are having low scores, they know that the required eligibility norms are, for example, 6.8, but still they have 5.5 and they're still applying and they're trying their luck. They are not actually going as per the rule book. So they are trying their luck. So students also take the try to cover their own weaknesses, and then they put the pressure on the consultants also. And consultants also see that this person has weakness and they try to take the advantage of that particular student. So this is the natural phenomena in any business. This is not particularly in this business. It is happening. If this kind of process happen everywhere when the client is also weak and the other guy is also taking the advantage. So what I really feel is that how can we improve this issue and or address this issue is by creating more awareness among the people. See, the 90% problems, issues which the student face starts from particularly from their language proficiency. So I'm delighted and I'm very privileged to have such eminent educationists with us. And I really acknowledge the comments given by Vinodita ma'am that we as a fraternity have to work hard. See, we know that there is a mass exodus from Punjab or from our country to other countries. Even our prime minister is saying that we need to do export of our human resources because the population is the asset we have, right? We cannot say that our students should not go abroad. they have a better future, they have better earnings, they have better lifestyle, they have better social security over there. How can, as a educationist, we can work together and create more awareness so these students do not get fleet and they are well prepared. Dr. Mohita raised all the challenges these students face, and I see them every day, and he has pinpointed all these challenges. And the role we as the educationists have to play is to work hard together and address these issues rather than seeing that this is something illegal happening or this is something uh, uh, out of the blue. This is going to be the future. We are in a globalized world, so we have to go abroad, study abroad, bring the technologies in, develop those technologies, use them in our own country. Some of them may stay there, some of them may come back. We have our own family ties here. So internationalization, globalization is the future, and we as the educationists have to work hard to build those skills, those capabilities in our student, both in all the aspects, be it their communication skills, be it their academics, be it their financial skill development, their emotional and behavior building. So all these things have to be done, and this is the role of the educationist. This is our role as a school. Our role does not limit us to just that they are passing their 9th class, 10th class, 11th, 12th, and they are out of the school. So we have to build our futures, and we have to really work hard on these issues. We are the only person who can address this. Don't expect this is to be done by the government or any other body. This is the job of the school counselors, the school principals, and all as a collectively from school management. See, like I am into delivery of education. Dr. Mohit is running, heading a leadership school, and he's running a academy also. I purely feel that this is the fraternity, educational fraternity job. Nobody else will do it. Nobody else has to do it. It is we who have to do it.
Right. So, sir, how do you guide when the parents and the students come to you? What type of counseling do you do to the students that they don't get into the wrong place? Right, they go into the right path, right courses, right country, the right type of. What are the things you're guiding them?
Sure. So it is more of the time spending. You have to gain the trust of the parents and the student. Then you have to spend time with them. It's not like they have come and I say they want to go to Canada. I say this thing, go to this college or university. 99% of the students go do that. But those kind of awareness has to be done to the students, so that when they pass out of the school and they go to any consultant, they are quite aware about what is the rules, what is the basic eligibility norms, so that nobody can flee them. Basically, it is the unawareness, uneducation about the process which creates the problem. So the more they are aware, they will not have these issues.
Right. Thank you so much, sir. We'll come up to the next round now, and I'll request Vinodita ma'am to answer the question. Ma'am, as we come to know, because in India the culture is not there. It is a बरारदी का लड़का तो वहाँ काम करने जा रहा है McDonald's में, क्या बात है, क्या financial problem हो गई है. But we see that the students, when they go, even they are well off with money. I have many of my students also had been going abroad. So they had been coming back, and one of my students, I remember, he said, sir, when I went over there for the first year, he did nothing because मैं तो पानी का glass भी नहीं उठाता था घर में. We have so many servants over here in Kanpur. But I went over there for 1 year. I had been observing that everybody is working. From second year, I started working myself, because you see the culture, they see the culture, he saw the culture and started doing the same. And now he says that all the flights, whatever 1 lakh plus has to be spent for the flights from one side or the two sides, and bringing gifts, and he's meeting his own expenses over there for the education. So do you feel that when the students go abroad and along with the studies they are working, that is right or it is wrong?
That's absolutely right, sir. We should have started this culture way back in India. That's absolutely right. Why our generations are losing out on these fronts is that we as parents are not inculcating the values of work at home. We feel that when we pamper the children, we are running errands for them. Like sir was just mentioning that even mothers are packing their bags and doing all the shopping and everything. We do not train the children as youngsters to help in the homes, to be independent, to do their own works. And that is exactly the reason what these children figure out once they go out of the home. I am not just saying out of the country, I am saying once the children move to the hostels also. They become very independent, and it's a good thing. They should be able to manage everything. So because it not only gives them the confidence, it gives them the wisdom of life also. It helps build this thing relationships, interpersonal skills.
Right.
It helps them improve on that also. So it's
Right.
absolutely not wrong, because the children will value money, the children will value effort once they have done it themselves. When it comes to you on a platter, we do not welcome it, we do not appreciate it. The children do
Absolutely
not
right,
have the
ma'am.
courtesy to say a thank you to a mother when she cooks for their favorite food at home. It has to start from there.
Absolutely right, ma'am. You're absolutely right. The values, if the value comes in when you earn and you spend yourself, then you come to know that how hard it is to earn, and
Exactly.
what is the value when you are not earning and you are on your dependent on your parents. Thank you so much, ma'am. I'll come to Som sir, sir. Sir, we'd also like to know from you also the same thing, that you think working is should be allowed. I mean, it is allowed in the foreign country, should be allowed there and here also.
The famous saying goes in Hindi कि जब तक हम मरते नहीं है हमें स्वर्ग नहीं मिलता. स्वर्ग में जाने के लिए मरना पड़ता है. तो काम, this working should be allowed, and not only abroad but in India also. See this, I would uh, little bit of a deviation in my talk over here, especially talking about boys. Most of the families, boys are not given that particular kind of grooming which is necessary to compete or to sustain in today's world. Boys have been always kept aloof from household works. These are girls. Some mothers, they include girls. Hardly, rarely any mother would be including their boys in the household works in order to teach them how to sustain their own life at least. Most of the boys at the 12th level would not be knowing how to make even tea or even small snacks for themselves. So that thing hampers. Working is okay, and working should be taught in the family itself right from the age of 10 to 12 years. Little bit of inclusion in the work should be there. And if we talk about going abroad and working there, yes, this is a must because they have to sustain financially, and then they have to, like ma'am said, value of money, value of life. Unless until they are involved into making their life good, they would not be knowing. Dependency on parents is not a very good thing, I would say. I am one who has been self-made person right from the beginning of my career, completely self-made, and by the grace of God today we have everything. So we know how it is to keep yourself updated and keep yourself up and onwards. So working would give them financial stability, financial independence, plus their confidence will grow, and dignity of labor, as I earlier mentioned in my point of view. They would learn the dignity of labor, they would value their own efforts, they would discipline themselves, and without working these things cannot come into their lives. So
Right, sir.
yes, working is must.
Absolutely right, sir. Working a must. You know the values. You know how to work, and this pampering is done in India. Beta, you will get each and everything. Everything will be at your comfort, and with that comfort, you never learn anything. So when you go abroad and you do all the things together, because the labor is very expensive over there, even the people who are earning very good, they don't keep maids or what we keep in India and all. It is not possible over there until unless you're a billionaire over there. So that's a wonderful thing, which is very important once in a life for the child for at least 2, 3, or 4 years, whatever time he is going over there. Thank you so much, sir. We'll come up to Mohit sir now. Mohit sir, we'd like to know from you why it is better to study abroad instead of studying in the country, according to you.
I guess both options are equally good. even because the aim of answering this question is like, because we are approaching in a way to different countries to bring foreign children to our school to study the value education in India, which we are renowned for. And definitely simultaneously, because I'm working in an area where out of my 12th pass out students, out of the entire 100%, 50% are going abroad every year. And it has become a challenge also to find a new students for admission, because when we go for the new admission, only the grandparents are there, the newly married couple, or are uh, reach to Canada or somewhere in America. We are not getting new admissions because the entire area is, they're not having new population now. So this is becoming a challenge for us. If I talk about the opportunities, yes, going into a foreign land, dealing with the different diversity of the culture, if I talk about the language and bringing the new leadership skills, communication skills, it's a good opportunity for the students. Because if I talk compare particularly with our country, definitely the education level, the exposure in different education universities brings out like laurels to the country as well. When they bring out all those experiences back to a country, that adds on kind of a spice to the pizza, you know.
Absolutely right, sir. When they bring back the whatever they have learned over there, it's actually grows up the personality of the country also, and there's a lot of development also there. You know.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, sir. We'll come on to Kuljinder, sir. Kuljinder, sir, we'll also like to know, according to you, because you also might be facing this thing that so many students are going abroad. Do you feel that it is going abroad education is much better than studying in the country?
Yes, sir. In our India also, yesterday, 2 days, I have a seminar in IAM of Amritsar, and I saw a number of
Sir,
I
please carry
saw
on, sir.
I saw a number of Africans are there. Whenever I did my graduation from a Khalsa college, number of Africans are there. In Lovely University, number of Africans are there, because I have a number of classmates also from the Africa side. Because in our country, education is affordable. Thing is this, and in our country, in our Punjab, people having a lot of money, having a number of lands, they're having limits, and then having a number of lakhs, and then give to the rewards, and then easily they give pay the fees. And so that's a better choice, because they're having exposure in the world, and education is based on the skill based. In our country, we not generate employment in a skill, because if someone is done a BSc, B.Ed, they're having only a school as a teacher, but not a skilled type of anything else. Expand on your horizons, vastly having a different culture. If they are went to the UK, Australia, because UK and Australia at that time, UK is a very good universities and provide a very good scholarships as compared to our Australia. And thing is this, our country's education at number is a 135 from the 165 rank. And so abroad is a very good option for our children. And then thing is this, each and everything is very suffer from a brain drain. If students are went for the studies and they are permanently reside there, but not give back, come back to the country and give things to the our country and benefit to our country. Suppose if one student done their plus two, and then government to build up a one school, and then number of things are infrastructure. But if crop is reaped, and who will cut? It's our foreign countries cut it up, and then use. But thing is this: if we done our education abroad and they come back, and then we have to promote our country and our state and our. Uh, yes, thank you, sir.
Right, sir. Thank you so much. It's absolutely right. The students should go for studying abroad, but they should come back. There should be no brain drain. And again, the just says that they should come back and give whatever they have learned from the foreign country, because always this everybody is saying that the villages are with the oldies only. Don't know youngsters are over there. They should also not be there. And they should go learn, earn, and they should come and learn and earn here also. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kuljinder sir. We'll come up to DJ sir. DJ sir, as you have heard of all these things, so please let us know what are the job opportunities, how do you deal with the students once again, and what type of programs you are having for the schools. Because you told me earlier also when we met in one of the show, you told us that you are like the schools have that program for IT, JE, the Akash people calling something like that. You people have programs for the schools wherein the students don't have to go anywhere, don't have to you pay for everything, whatever it is that to and fro, and they can online or whatever way you have time to collaborate with the schools, wherein the students get the information inside the school, they're learning also inside the school. Please guide us about that, sir.
So, as I mentioned earlier, we have partnered with Pearson and we are now working on digital technologies. So we are bringing the academies to the students and closer to the students. And unfortunately, we all had seen COVID pandemic, and where the more focus was given towards online education. But there is also a difference between a mainline difference between video kind of coaching and a digitalized way of coaching. So there is a complete AI powered English enhancement softwares which we have introduced, and these are also self-learning and self-development programs where the student gets a cloud-based login password, and they can enhance their communication skills to international levels while they are either free in the school, or if the school is taking the initiative, they can give them around 30 minutes per day. Even the students can use this technology from their home. So it's not a burden to the school to provide the facilities and everything. And this whole technology is at a back-end tracked by our trainers in our corporate office. And we see each and every student's every minute progress and work, what they are doing. It's a complete learning management software, which is completely digitalized, and there can be a face-to-face human interaction. And if the student is going good, the software itself taking the issues. There is also a helpline available to the students from 8 in the morning to 8 in the evening, where the students can call our trainers, and they can take the guidance that if they have done this exercise, they get auto evaluation. And if they are facing problem, they need an idea how to improve those particular, say for a word vocabulary, to find a difference between ba and va, kind of a sound and everything. So they can also talk to the trainers and take those support. Apart from that, we have also digitalized the technology-based tests like IELTS and PT, because PT is already a computer-based test. We all know that, and now IELTS is also coming on computer delivered. So there's a complete breakup of learning management softwares which we help the student. So on one part, we are enhancing their communication skills, and on the other part, we are helping them prepare, do their test practice so that they can score very well. So going back to the basics, we are developing their roots of grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation, particularly for the communication skills, and then giving them best of the test practice platforms. So this is we are building the relationship. And when we introduce this to the school, we also provide them the second step, which is about telling them the eligibility norms, giving them awareness, guiding them about immigration rules, about guiding them about culture. So in this learning management platform, we have also put cultural notes about each and every country, what is their history, what is their food habits, what is their geography. All these things are also put on the learning management software, so that student can understand to where he or she is going. We all know from Punjab that the first choice any parent you ask, where do you want to send your child or where do you want to go, is Canada, but they don't even know how far it is from India. It is on the left, east or west side. So 99% students even don't know that. So these all again, awareness campaigns, guidance is provided to them through these learning management software. So
Right.
it becomes not like we are giving them any just any visa counseling. We are enhancing them and side by side giving them awareness about each and every country. So there are detailed cultural notes, society notes about each and every country, which is also given on the platform where students can
Right.
go through that. And there are also links with Wikipedia and other sources about each and every country, and they are all government approved links or government sites which we give them to understand what is required.
So that means you're collaborating with the schools, through the schools, to the students, through them, and you are doing the same thing. Because pattern we have seen that the schools have been working. Earlier also they had collaborated with the say Akash or something like that, and they are giving that JEE coaching and that what you call it, NEET coaching over there inside the schools. So this is a new system that the students can get their this all whatever they need, the classes they need inside the school, and that is they don't get into the wrong hands, and it is very economical too. Thank you so much, Vijay sir. It was wonderful. You have given a lot of insightness and so much proper things you have maintained in your process. Thank you so much, sir. Now coming up to the last part of the show, as we know very well, those who had been earlier, apart from Pujinder sir, that we have a me time with the ma'am. If you remember, when we have a me time, we have to say something, sing something. So it can be now, it can be a song also. Now it can be two lines of a song or a shairi or a poem, anything of mine. And I know very well, Som sir cannot refuse. He's a very good singer. So many videos of his singing already I have heard of. So he'll be just showstopper. आखिरी का गाना तो इनका ही रहेगा क्योंकि जाते जाते अच्छा सा गाना होना चाहिए सर. तो मैम, why don't we start with you, ma'am, today?
That is a tough part. I cannot sing at all. I'm a non-musical person. I can definitely appreciate. I'm more basically kind of a reader or maybe a person.
Ma'am, any poem, any English poem or any prayer, any poem, anything, ma'am. Ma'am, we are genies. Principals are genies. They can do anything, ma'am. कोरोना में 2 साल तो हमने बता दिए, हम कुछ भी कर सकते हैं. क्या
हाँ,
हुक्म
तो
है
ठीक
मेरे
है,
आखिरी
वही
जगह
सोच
जगह
रहे हैं कि अदर
नाउ.
देन अ प्रिंसिपल क्या कर सकते हैं.
मैम, क्या हुक्म मेरे आका, सबके सामने हम कहते हैं ना, व्हाट कैन वी डू फॉर यू. ऑल द स्टेक होल्डर्स वी से, मैनेजमेंट, सीबीएसई, लोकल अथॉरिटीज, पेरेंट्स, स्टूडेंट्स, टीचर्स, नॉन टीचिंग स्टाफ, एवरीवन वी से, व्हाट कैन वी डू फॉर यू विद अ स्माइलिंग फेस. हम कुछ भी कर सकते हैं मैम. वी कैन डू एनीथिंग. एंड यू आर सो सीनियर प्रिंसिपल मैम, तो आप लोगों से तो सीखा सबने.
सर, आप स्किल्स की बात कर रहे हैं ना. स्किल तो अदर देन बीइंग
मैम, देयर इज नथिंग लाइक स्किल.
ग्लोरिफाइड सर्वेंट, स्किल तो और
there
है
is
ही नहीं
there
कोई.
is there is nothing like skill when you have a marriage at your home, when that dole is on, तो वो हाथ अपने आप चलने लगते हो, कहाँ जा रहे हैं कुछ नहीं पता, चल जाते हैं. Likewise, if you will say sing 2 lines of any favorite song, it's not that we are having Indian Idol competition over here and you have to be
नहीं
very
नहीं नहीं
perfect,
सर,
ma'am.
वो इंडियन आइडल तो बहुत दूर है, यहाँ तो सा भी नहीं आता है.
चलिए कोई बात नहीं, हम स्टार्ट करते हैं, इधर से स्टार्ट
आप
करते
किसी
हैं,
और
come
से
back.
स्टार्ट करिए so
Sure,
that I
sure.
can think of
Okay,
something.
okay. The youngest person over here is Mohit sir. So Dr. Mohit Aneja, he will be doing the honors.
Sure, sir. लेकर हम दीवाना दिल मिलते हैं, मंजिल मंजिल कहीं तो प्यारे किसी सहारे मिल जाए, अंधेरे उजाले तरम पम लेकर हम दीवाना दिल. थैंक यू.
Wonderful, sir. Wonderful. Kuljinder sir. Sir, anything in Hindi, Punjabi, anything will do, sir. कोई पंजाबी गाना दो लाइना सुना दो.
ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਸਰ ਲੋਕ ਗੀਤ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਸੁਣਾਦਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਡੋਂਟ ਮਾਈਂਡ.
सुना दो sir.
ਬੜਾ ਪੁਰਾਣਾ ਲੋਕ ਗੀਤ ਹੈ. ਵੈਨਐਵਰ ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਕਿਤੇ ਫਸ ਜਾਈਦਾ, ਸਪੋਜ਼ ਇਨ ਕਲਾਸ ਔਰ ਵੈਦਰ ਇਨ ਸਟਾਫ ਮੀਟਿੰਗ, ਦੈਨ ਆਈ ਵਿਲ. ਲੱਠੇ ਦੀ ਚਾਦਰ ਉੱਤੇ ਸਲੇਟੀ ਰੰਗ ਮਾਇਆ, ਲੱਠੇ ਦੀ ਚਾਦਰ ਉੱਤੇ ਸਲੇਟੀ ਰੰਗ ਮਾਇਆ, ਆਓ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ आओ सामने, आओ सामने, रल मिल बैठिए, तेरी माँ ने पकाइयां गंदला, तेरी माँ ने पकाइयां गंदला, असा मंगियां ते पै गईयां दंदला, ਲੱਠੇ ਦੀ ਚਾਦਰ ਉੱਤੇ ਸਲੇਟੀ ਰੰਗ ਮਾਇਆ, ਲੱਠੇ ਦੀ ਚਾਦਰ ਉੱਤੇ ਸਲੇਟੀ ਰੰਗ ਮਾਇਆ। थैंक यू सर।
That's a favorite one of all, sir. सबने सुना हुआ, बहुत सारा सुना हुआ, बहुत सारा सुना हुआ है. It is a very old but a very favorite song of everyone, I suppose.
यस सर।
Vinodata ma'am, two gentlemen have already sung before you.
आ रहा मुझे, कुछ भी समझ नहीं आ रहा मुझे।
अरे मैम स्कूल की प्रेयर सुना दीजिए मैम।
सर थोड़ा टाइम और दो, शायद कोई करेज आ जाए। आई एम एब्सोल्युटली नॉट अ गुड सिंगर।
Any poem ma'am, any poem,
having
don't
a
sing.
lot of knowledge. Vinodita ma'am having a lot of knowledge. Whenever we sit in the ma'am's office, na, then she shared a number of things and hope wait for 1 or 2 minutes and she will sing a song.
No, not a song.
Any religious song also you can sing ma'am. Any traditional song, any religious song, anything, anything.
सर
और
सॉन्ग के
any
अलावा हम कोई बात
मैम,
करें फिर इट इज ओके।
मैम पोइम बता दीजिए, कोई पोइम सुना दीजिए मैम। मैं कहता रहा हूँ कि आप अपनी स्कूल की प्रेयर सुना दीजिए सिर्फ। How can you withdraw with a paper, ma'am? Being a principal, a senior principal, how can you withdraw from a question paper with leaving all the options?
I was just thinking what can be done.
Yeah.
I generally have
पूजा करते हैं मैम, स्कूल की पूजा।
no, I'm not a very religious mindset person. I believe more in karam, not very ritualistic or like that. Generally what we do is we have a couple of phrases which we used in workshops and things like
Sure.
that. So एक हम बड़ा commonly अपने वहाँ use करते हैं कि like I was doing a workshop in NEP the other day. So उसका स्टार्टिंग वी डिड लाइक दैट कि तू इधर उधर की ना बात कर, ये बता कि काफिला क्यों लुटा। तू इधर उधर की ना बात कर, ये बता कि काफिला क्यों लुटा। तेरी रहनुमाई से गिला नहीं, तेरी रहबरी पे सवाल है।
वाह वाह।
So that MHRD is asking the school principals what happened, what went wrong where.
Right, wonderful ma'am. Now see, so much talented. Kuljinder sir is right that you are so talented.
नहीं सर, ऐसे कपलेट्स मेरे पास होते हैं काफी, पर गाने वाने के लिए ना मेरे को कहा कर, वो नहीं होता।
ठीक है मैम, तो अब next time you keep on ready with the couplets only, 2-3 couplets you can give on.
Sure.
I won't go. Som sir, before leaving, वो छोटा मुझसे पहले, let's have a song from you.
हाँ जी, श्योर। आदमी मुसाफिर है, आता है जाता है, आते जाते रास्ते में यादें छोड़ जाता है। आदमी मुसाफिर है, झोंका हवा का पानी करेला, झोंका हवा का पानी करेला, मेले में रह जाए जो अकेला, मेले में रह जाए जो अकेला, फिर वो अकेला ही रह जाता है। आदमी मुसाफिर है, आता है जाता है, आते जाते रास्ते में यादें छोड़ जाता है। थैंक यू।
Wonderful sir, wonderful. That was a very good one. आदमी मुसाफिर है और आते जाते रास्ते में छोड़ जाता है. And this is Kalyug and this is life. I'll share an experience of today only. There somebody passed away, a old man passed away in my locality only, and we were there for the cremation. So I just remembered that Krishan and Sudama, they were best friends. And when Krishan came to know that he's a prince, he was been taken away to Gokul. And when Sudama grew up, he said that I want to meet, he said it to his guru. वो व्याकुल हुए, उन्होंने कहा कि मैं अपने दोस्त से मिलना चाहता हूँ। तो गुरुजी ने कहा तुम जा सकते हो। कहते लेकिन वो तो बड़ा हो गया होगा, उसका शरीर का काठी सब बदल गई होगी, मैं उसको पहचानूंगा कैसे। तो गुरुजी सेड दैट कि जिसके सर पे चक्र होगा वही कृष्ण होगा। तो ठीक है, गुरुजी के कहने पे वो चलता चला गया। जब वो वहां पहुंचा गोकुल में, तो किसी की मृत्यु हो गई थी और सब लोग घाट पे थे। और जब वो अंदर गया तो उसने देखा कि सर पे, सबके सर पे चक्र है। घबरा गया, कंफ्यूज हो गया। दैट गुरुजी टोल्ड मी दैट देयर बी चक्र ऑन वन पर्सन ओनली, नॉट ऑल ऑफ देम, बट यहाँ तो सबका है। थ्रू हिज टेलीपैथी आस्क्ड गुरुजी व्हाट्स दिस, यू टोल्ड इट विल बी ऑन वन ओनली पर्सन ओनली, इट्स ऑन एवरीबॉडी हैज राइट नाउ। कहते डोंट वरी, वेट फॉर सम टाइम, थोड़ी देर रुको, परेशान ना हो। तो जैसे जैसे लोग बाहर निकलते चले गए, सबके सर से चक्कर गायब होता चला गया। और आखिरी में एक जना जो बचा, जो प्रभु थे, जो कृष्ण थे, उनके सर पे चक्र बचा। तो हम लोग जब जाते हैं क्रिमेशन में, देखते हैं बहुत सारी चिताएं जल रही होती हैं और बहुत कुछ लिखा होता है कि यही सत्य है, दिस इज राइट, यही, इसके बाद कुछ नहीं है, कुछ लेके नहीं जाना है। द पर्सन हु गोज ओवर देयर बिकम्स सो प्योर, वो सोचता है कि मैं आज के बाद कोई गलत काम नहीं करूंगा, आई विल बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट। बट बाहर निकलते ही पानी की छींटे डालने के बाद वो फिर से अपनी गाड़ी उठाता है, फिर से वही काम चालू कर देता है और उसके सर से चक्कर गायब हो जाता है। एंड दिस इज व्हाट वी कॉल कलयुग। थैंक यू सो मच, आई होप यू लाइक दैट, बिकॉज वो तो असली कहानी है, कोई बनाई हुई कहानी नहीं है। तो इसलिए हमको अपना कर्म करना है, जैसे भी करना है, बच्चों के लिए अच्छा करना है। वी हैव टू डू इट फॉर आवर चिल्ड्रन एंड फॉर द सोसाइटी। विल कीप ऑन डूइंग इट दिस वे और दैट वे। Thank you so much. I hope you had a good session today. Of course, I'll share the contact details with each of you so that you may remain connected with each other. Thank you so much. Hope to see you in another season, another session very soon. Thank you so much, Nidita ma'am, Mohit sir, Kuljit sir, Som sir, and DJ sir for coming up to the show and having a lot of things over here. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Good night.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.